Now it's Sparage taking the shot, scores!
What a move! What a goal! How about that?
It handles its way to the net, scores! Oh my goodness!
Puck drop is just minutes away. What's going on, folks? Alex Bastyovanszky here, back in the NOJHL studio. There is tons to get you caught up on before we get to the puck drop today, and I've just got a few minutes to do it, so let's go.
Into the corner, dumps it back to Adi Willett at the line. Hinman scores! Scoring to give Hurst that big goal. It's 3-0.
Here's a chance for Lucas Signoretti on a pickpocket play. Pats it for Klinkhammer! Scores! Dax Klinkhammer!
For the neutral NOJHL fan, this is likely the championship series most wanted to see. And really, these were the two most dominant teams in the league all season long. Sudbury against Hearst, the number one seed against number two. Fasten your seatbelts. It should be epic. Both squads have rolled through the playoffs up to this point. Let's first take a look at the Cubs, who took down Iroquois Falls in 5 games and swept aside a strong Sioux Thunderbirds team in 4 straight. They're absolutely stacked, led of course by the back-to-back NOJHL MVP Lucas Signoretti, who's got perhaps the league's best supporting cast around him.
Obviously, their offense has been firing on all cylinders. Everyone's been talking about Lucas Signoretti ever since the puck dropped in Game 1 of the playoffs. He's just on an insane roll right now, and all eyes are going to be on him. He's gotten some really good help as well. Noel Newton, Sam Sinaway. What more can you say about those guys? They've been fantastic for the Cubs. And Carson Chartier, after a pretty shaky first round in a lot of people's eyes, has really turned into probably one of the goaltenders in the playoffs. The Cubs are just so good right now. Their special teams are just super deadly, and it's been really hard to control them.
Hearst has been every bit as dominant as the Cubs in the postseason. They've got tons of scoring, and on the blue line have the reigning league defenseman of the year in Adam Schillinglaw. They brushed aside Powassan in 4 straight games and lost just once against the Timmins Rock in round 2.
And the difference in the series was special teams. Hearst capitalizing on Timmins' mistakes, scoring those shorthanded goals, getting those timely goals, and really creating quick separation in those games. Hearst did what they needed to do in the series, and now they're ready to go for the championship final.
Here's the tale of the tape for these two squads. The Cubs were the NOJHL's regular season champions with 90 points. Both teams were tremendous on special teams, and they'll obviously have to keep that up in the final. Sudbury had a ridiculous plus 138 goal differential, while Hearst couldn't quite match that, but were still a very respectable plus 97. The two squads absolutely dominate the top 10 in playoff scoring. In fact, the only player outside the Cubs and Lumberjacks on that list is James Legler of the Sioux Thunderbirds. One big missing piece for the Cubs, though, will be Mason Chitteroni, their team captain and rock on the blue line, who's unlikely to play due to injury.
I think the biggest thing for Sudbury going into this NOJHL final is still staying out of the penalty box, because Hearst has a really deadly power play as well. They probably have one of the best top 6s in the entire NOJHL, and I think that's something Sudbury's got to work on. Their defense has been really, really solid, that being Sudbury's, I should say, but Hearst's defense has been really, really solid as well. Some would say probably has been better than Sudbury in most parts of the season, and I think that's why Hearst was able to win that season series. And fun fact, they're the only team that beat Sudbury in the season series this year. But this Cubs team is much different than what we saw before the trade deadline, so it really could go either way.
For Hearst to be successful, they need special teams to be, I think, very, very critical, as opportunistic, especially penalty killing, as they were against Timmins. B, they've got to use their speed. They cannot take the boots, as I like to say, to Sudbury. Sudbury's big, strong, and they love to use their size. They play, as the coaches will tell you, big and heavy. That's Sudbury's modus operandi.
To get a coach's perspective, we asked Iroquois Falls bench boss Jamie Bernier for his take on both of these squads.
What do the Cubs need to do? I think the Cubs just need to continue to do what they've been doing. They kind of, Sudbury, interestingly enough, play defense with their offense. They have the puck so much and they're in control of the puck so much that, you know, they're really hard to ever get anything going against them. So they just need to keep doing that for me, and continue those deep, you know, ozone cycles, stuff like that, just because that's what they do and that's what they've been successful.
And Bernier feels that Hearst matches up extremely well against Sudbury.
Coach Marc-Alain Bégin is going to have his hands full on trying to outscore the Sudbury Cubs, but I ultimately think it's possible. I think the offense can go, you know, almost hand in hand with Sudbury's, but at the same time, I think they've got a little bit of an edge on the defensive side. Just continue to play that two-way game, because, you know, Sudbury's going to be scoring goals. So, you know, their attention to detail on the defensive side of things is what's going to make them successful.
As Thomas Mercier alluded to, the Lumberjacks had by far the most success head-to-head against the Cubs during the regular season, winning 3 of the 5 games they played. So who do the guys feel will end up taking it? Will the Cubs make their second straight Centennial Cup appearance, or will it be the Hearst Lumberjacks?
I still think Hearst will win this series. I really do. I like the way Hearst plays. I think if they get the forces going in the right direction, I say Hearst in 6. However, this could be a 7-game series.
It's honestly tough for me to make a pick. I want to still give the edge to Sudbury because of the OHL experience on their team. Hearst is going to make it a real challenge. I do think this will go the distance, but I think Sudbury will take this in 7 and repeat as NOJHL champions.
My prediction for this series, I got to go with Hearst. You know, Northeastern Ontario guy, so they had some success in the regular season against them. I really like what they bring in the two-way game, and former billet brother of mine, Marc-Alain Bégin, coaching them, so I gotta make my pick, the Hearst Lumberjacks.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready. It is going to be a heck of a series. Here's the schedule, the first 4 games anyway. First 2 are in Sudbury on the 17th and 18th, and then the next games 3 and 4 in Hearst on the 22nd and 23rd. I think it's going to go a lot longer than 4 games this series. 2 fantastic teams. Your BrokerLink 3 stars, brought to you by our friends at BrokerLink Auto, Home, and Business Insurance. Life is confusing. Your insurance shouldn't be. And here they are, not surprisingly, dominated by Sudbury and Hearst players. Spencer Horgan on D, Carson Chartier in goal, and Tyler Patterson, the forward from Hearst. Let's look at Chartier first. He had some incredible saves in the series against the Thunderbirds. 2-0 with a 1.50 goals against average, .989 save percentage over 2 games last week. Spencer Horgan for the Cubs, 4 points in 2 Cubs wins last week, 1 goal and 3 assists. And Tyler Patterson just building on what was a great regular season. Great playoffs as well. He's having 4 points over 3 games, 3 goals, and 1 assist for the Hearst Lumberjack. And that is going to wrap things up for today. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date on everything that's going on in the NOJHL, be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.